Aisha Morris, the daughter of legendary musician Stevie Wonder, has recently come forward to address some of the most enduring rumors surrounding her father's personal life. For years, Stevie Wonder has remained an enigmatic figure, known more for his extraordinary talent than for sharing details about his private affairs. Aisha, now 49, has chosen to break her silence and share insights into her father's life and their own relationship, shedding light on both her unique experiences and some of the myths that have long surrounded the iconic artist. Stevie Wonder, born Stephen Hardaway Judkins on May 13, 1950 in Saginaw, Michigan, has always been a figure of fascination. Even from a young age, it was clear that he possessed extraordinary musical abilities. Stevie was born 6 weeks prematurely, and as a result, he developed retinopathy of prematurity, a condition that left him blind. Despite this formidable challenge, Stevie's musical brilliance quickly became apparent, and his disability never hindered his journey to becoming one of the most influential musicians of the 20th century. Raised by his mother, Lula Mae Hardaway, and father, Calvin Judkins, Stevie's early life was infused with the vibrant sounds of Detroit, Michigan. When he was just 4 years old, the family moved to Detroit, where he was surrounded by the rich musical heritage of gospel, soul, and blues. It was in this environment that Stevie discovered his passion for music. By the age of 9, he had not only mastered the piano, but also the harmonica and drums. His natural talent, along with his impeccable sense of rhythm and perfect pitch, caught the attention of Ronnie White of the Miracles, who introduced Stevie to Motown founder Berry Gordy. At just 11 years old, Stevie signed with Motown's Tamla label under the stage name Little Stevie Wonder. This marked the beginning of an unparalleled career. His early albums, The Jazz Soul of Little Stevie and Tribute to Uncle Ray, demonstrated his incredible versatility. However, it was his live album, Little Stevie, the 12-year-old genius that catapulted him to stardom. The track Fingertips Part 2 Inches became a massive hit, making Stevie the youngest artist to ever top the Billboard Hot 100 chart at just 13 years old. Stevie's early success only scratched the surface of what would be a groundbreaking career. By the mid-1960s, he had established himself as a Motown star with hits like Uptight, Everything's Alright, a song that he co-wrote and that demonstrated his evolving sound. This marked the start of Stevie's journey into more socially conscious and innovative music, a path he would fully embrace in the 1970s. Stevie's voice began to mature as he entered his teenage years, transitioning from a high-pitched soprano to a powerful tenor. Some Motown executives worried that his changing voice might affect his commercial appeal, but songwriter Sylvia Moy stepped in to save his career. Moy wrote new material for Stevie, leading to the release of Uptight and solidifying his place at Motown. As Stevie continued to evolve artistically, he started experimenting with new musical technologies, including synthesizers, which would play a significant role in shaping his sound. In the early 1970s, Stevie entered what is often referred to as his classical period. During this time, he released some of his most critically acclaimed albums, including Talking Book and Songs in the Key of Life. These albums featured hits like Superstition and You Are the Sunshine of My Life, showcasing not only his incredible songwriting and vocal abilities, but also his innovative use of synthesizers and electronic instruments. This period of his career was marked by an unprecedented creative freedom, as Stevie used his music to address social and political issues such as racism and poverty. Stevie's personal life, however, was often shrouded in mystery. He maintained a relatively private existence despite his enormous fame. Aisha, his daughter, played a pivotal role in his life, and her birth inspired one of his most famous songs, Isn't She Lovely? The song was a joyful celebration of her arrival and a testament to the deep bond between father and daughter. As Aisha grew up, she followed in her father's musical footsteps, eventually performing alongside him. However, her life wasn't always easy. In a candid YouTube video released in 2022, Aisha shared the pressures she faced growing up in the shadow of Stevie's colossal fame. She described the challenges of living up to the expectations placed on her and the emotional toll it took. Despite these difficulties, Aisha revealed that music had always been a way for her to connect with her father, even during their most difficult times. Aisha's revelations were met with both praise and criticism. Many admired her openness and honesty, applauding her for sharing her side of the story. Others, however, speculated about her motives for speaking out, with some accusing Stevie of infidelity and irresponsible behavior due to his multiple relationships and children. These rumors, though persistent, have largely remained unconfirmed, and Stevie himself has chosen to stay silent on the matter. In addition to Aisha, Stevie has other children from various relationships, including his sons Kaylin and Mandla, whom he shares with his second wife, Kai Millard. Stevie's relationships with his children have always been a source of great joy for him, and he has often included them in his music and performances. Despite his personal struggles, Stevie's dedication to fatherhood has been a constant throughout his life. Stevie Wonder's legacy extends far beyond his music. He has been a tireless advocate for social justice, using his platform to fight for equality and change. One of his most significant contributions was his successful campaign to make Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday a federal holiday in the United States. His song Happy Birthday became an anthem for the cause, helping to galvanize support for the holiday's creation. In 2009, Stevie was named a United Nations Messenger of Peace, further solidifying his role as a global humanitarian. Throughout his career, he has participated in countless benefit concerts and events, using his influence to address issues such as poverty, disaster relief, and civil rights. His work with organizations like the Martin Luther King Jr. Memorial Foundation and his efforts to support global peace initiatives have earned him widespread recognition and admiration. Stevie Wonder's contributions to music and society are immeasurable. His groundbreaking use of synthesizers and electronic instruments revolutionized the sound of contemporary music, influencing countless artists across genres. He has mentored and collaborated with some of the biggest names in music, including Michael Jackson and Prince, further cementing his status as a musical pioneer. As Aisha Morris continues to carve out her own path in the music world, she carries with her the legacy of her father's incredible career. Her recent decision to speak out has added a new layer to the public's understanding of Stevie Wonder, revealing the complexities of their relationship and offering a glimpse into the private life of a man whose music has touched the hearts of millions. Stevie Wonder remains one of the most beloved and influential musicians of all time. His music, activism, and unwavering commitment to social justice have left an indelible mark on the world, and his legacy will continue to inspire generations to come. Stevie's parents, Lula Mae Hardaway and Calvin Judkins, divorced when he was just 4 years old. After the divorce, his mother moved the family to Detroit, a city that was quickly becoming a hub of musical innovation and opportunity. This move proved to be instrumental in Stevie's life. Lula, herself a songwriter, was deeply involved in nurturing Stevie's growing passion for music. She enrolled him in music classes and introduced him to a wide variety of instruments. By the time he was just 8 years old, Stevie had already mastered the piano, harmonica, and drums, demonstrating an exceptional ability to play music by ear. Stevie's life changed forever at the age of 11 when he was discovered by Ronnie White, a member of the Motown group The Miracles. White saw Stevie performing on a street corner and was blown away by the young boy's prodigious talent. He introduced Stevie to Motown founder Berry Gordy, who was equally impressed. Gordy quickly signed Stevie to Motown's Tamla label, and thus the world was introduced to Little Stevie Wonder. Stevie's first album, The Jazz Soul of Little Stevie, was released in 1962 when he was just 12 years old. His follow-up, a live album called Recorded Live, The 12-Year-Old Genius, produced Stevie's first hit single, Fingertips, which shot to the top of the Billboard Hot 100. This achievement made Stevie Wonder the youngest artist ever to have a #1 single on that chart, cementing his place in music history. Throughout the 1960s, Stevie Wonder's music evolved as he matured both personally and artistically. His hits during this time, such as Uptight, Everything's Alright, I Was Made to Love Her, and For Once in My Life, reflected his unique blend of soul, pop, and rhythm and blues. His ability to combine these genres into a sound that was both innovative and commercially successful set him apart from many other artists of the time. Stevie worked closely with some of the biggest names in music, including the legendary songwriting team Holland Dozier Holland. His collaborations with producers like Clarence Paul and Henry Cosby allowed him to deepen his understanding of songwriting and production. Stevie also worked extensively with Motown's in-house band, the Funk Brothers, who helped him experiment with new sounds and musical arrangements. As Stevie grew older, so did his desire for more creative control. By the early 1970s, he had renegotiated his contract with Motown, gaining unprecedented autonomy over his music. This marked the beginning of what many refer to as Stevie's classic period, which produced a series of groundbreaking albums that redefined popular music. Albums like Talking Book, Inner Visions, and Songs in the Key of Life blended social commentary, funk, jazz, and electronic experimentation, cementing Stevie's status as a musical innovator. Stevie Wonder's influence extends well beyond the realm of music. Throughout his career, he has used his platform to advocate for social justice, human rights, and political change. He was deeply involved in the civil rights movement, and his efforts to make Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday a national holiday are well documented. His song, Happy Birthday, written in support of this cause, became an anthem for the movement and demonstrated Stevie's ability to merge his music with his activism. In addition to his civil rights work, Stevie has been a vocal advocate for disability rights, drawing on his own experiences as a blind person to highlight the challenges faced by those with disabilities. He has worked tirelessly to promote greater inclusivity and accessibility, and his efforts in this area have earned him numerous awards and accolades, including induction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and the Presidential Medal of Freedom. While Stevie Wonder's professional career has been nothing short of illustrious, his personal life has often been complex and sometimes tumultuous. As a global music icon, his relationships have frequently been the subject of public fascination and media scrutiny, despite his efforts to maintain a level of privacy. Stevie's first notable relationship was with singer and songwriter Syreeta Wright. The two were not only romantic partners, but also professional collaborators, working together on several successful projects, including Stevie's influential album, Music of My Mind. They married in 1970, but the relationship lasted only 2 years, ending in divorce in 1972. Despite their split, Stevie and Syreeta remain close friends and continue to work together on various musical endeavors. Over the years, Stevie Wonder was romantically linked with several women, many of whom were connected to the music industry. While he generally kept his personal life out of the spotlight, these relationships sometimes made headlines. Stevie fathered children with multiple partners, leading to occasional media speculation and public scrutiny. In 2001, Stevie married fashion designer Kai Millard, and the couple had 2 sons, Kaylin and Manlakaj Carl Stevland A. Morris. Although their marriage ended in separation in 2012, and their divorce was finalized in 2015, Stevie and Kai have maintained an amicable relationship and focused on co-parenting their children. In 2017, Stevie married Tomika Bracey in a private ceremony. Together, they have 2 children, adding to Stevie's large and loving family, which includes 9 children in total from his various relationships.